CTV Community Television presents The Focus Program, hosted by Paul Dingeman.
Welcome to another edition of the Focus Program. My name is Paul Dingeman. Nice to have you along. We are here throughout the month, throughout the year. We always have some very interesting guests lined up. That is no different today. We've got three very interesting segments. We're going to talk about Special Olympics near the end of the program, the March of Dimes and that big jail and bail that happens in Port Huron. And we're going to begin with representatives from the St. Clair Art Association talking about the Public Art Committee and the work in the St. Clair Courtyard. Mr. Jason Stier, nice to see you, from the famed history of Riverview East, and John Steffy, nice to meet you. Welcome to the Focus Program, sir. Talk to me, gentlemen, about what's happening at the St. Clair Art Association and the Public Art Committee.
Sure. Well, there's a lot to talk about. Currently, we have two very ambitious projects underway.
Okay.
The first is focused on the renovations that we see taking place at the Riverview Plaza Courtyard.
That started last fall.
It started last fall.
Got a lot of it done, but
Yep.
but still going to be some more work in the spring.
Right. So we're collaborating closely with the Community Foundation of St. Clair County, and they approached the St. Clair Art Association Public Art Committee to enhance and embellish and really make the courtyard a very unique city center. So we're working on developing works of public art, unique gathering spaces, water features, to really make that place inviting.
Cool. John, and how are you involved?
Well, I'm a member of the Public Art Committee as well as Jason, but Jason didn't get so far as the second program. So once the courtyard gets developed with artwork and fountains that we're working on and other types of benching and walls, we get that project underway. We're working on a second project that's involved with the county and China Township.
Okay.
And this is the Trail Towns Initiative,
Yep.
and it's China Township Parks and Recreation. The Trail Towns Initiative deals with portals and art pods along the existing Bridge to Bay Trail that runs through China Township and East China Township. And St. Clair County Metropolitan Planning Commission has started a Trail Towns initiative, and involved in that are creating sites for tourists or recreational users or other people to not only use the bike trail, but to sit and relax and reflect. So we're collaborating with the Art Association and Community Foundation. I'm here as a representative of China Township. So I'm chairman of Parks and Recreation, and our board is really in favor of moving forward on the second part of this project.
Beautiful.
Which the video will give a little bit more light on.
Okay. He alluded to a video. What's the video about?
The video is about our greater vision. This is a long-term plan where we're looking to really create a unique sense of community, get the community involved in creating unique gathering spaces. It's creative placemaking. It's making our community unique and hopefully drawing more people to visit, to live, and to live happily in our community.
Evan's got that queued up, so let's watch. Is there a title of this video?
We're looking at kind of the whole theme of creativity, collaboration, and community.
Okay, let's take a look.
Like rain to the earth,
Good so far.
creativity and collaboration are breathing new life into our community. Creative placemaking efforts are already underway, thanks to a partnership between the St. Clair Art Association Public Art Committee and the Community Foundation of St. Clair County. Hard work and dedication are bringing a whole new purpose to our city center. Bringing the image of St. Clair on the river to life, public art features will capture the essence of wind and water. In place of traditional walls, imagine translucent or mosaic waves created by artists of all ages from our own community. A centerpiece water feature mimicking a sailboat defined by trickling water, and sculptures that harness the power of wind, as well as gathering spaces accented by works of art, reflecting our own unique location along the majestic St. Clair River. as well as spaces designed to showcase musical and performing arts. While our community is already rich with natural beauty and a true spirit of innovation, our partnership will help strengthen the physical, social, and economic fibers of this place we call home. The time is right to continue the chain of inspiration beyond the city of St. Clair and link our communities through art. Project 2 is a collaboration between the St. Clair Art Association Public Art Committee, China Township, and the Trail Towns Initiative. Utilizing the existing recreational opportunities along the Bridge to Bay Trail and US Bike Route 20, our master plan will create a number of art pods, or portals, throughout China Township, linking the surrounding communities with artistic gathering spaces, including functional and interactive art installations. In cooperation with local businesses, schools, and other organizations, each pod or portal will serve as a point of interest for gathering, resting, and reflecting among a variety of natural settings. Phase 1 will focus on China Township's Bell River Access Site, a hidden gem located at King Road and the scenic Bell River. Serving as a portal or starting point for adventure, local citizens and volunteers have already started developing welcoming amenities and share in the vision of creating an art park within the existing park and trail system. With the skills of local artists, this park will be transformed into a living work of art. Embellished pavilions and archways will serve as an inviting entrance to the park and will guide visitors through the trails that meander along the river, creating an adventure that feels far from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Future phases of the project will incorporate sculptures throughout the park that serve to educate visitors of the area's rich history and natural splendor. Along the journey, explorers will encounter comforting areas to rest, share stories, and grow closer as a community. Meshing man-made and natural materials will speak of the relationship and responsibility we have with nature and help further establish our ownership and pride in our community. This is our shared vision, a journey we wish to take together. One where we all come together to help nurture our community and bring it to life. The St. Clair Art Association Public Art Committee is a small group of volunteers. Please let us know how you can contribute in making our vision come true. By calling 329-9576, by email at stclairart@scaa.comcastbiz.net.
And we are back, I think. Yes, we are. Welcome back. Jason, you did a great job. I've had the opportunity to see that video a couple times, and you're hired. You can come to work here anytime.
All right, I need more work.
Yeah, you don't need any more work. You're busier than the Dickens. Okay, so you're going to have a public meeting. Talk to me about that.
We are. As we stated at the end of that video, we're a very small committee. This is our vision. We've been working closely with the community in developing their vision as well. We want this to be a community event where people take part in what their town looks like, what their community looks like. So we're looking for help with that. So just to keep the ball rolling on that, we're going to have a public art open house on Thursday, February 12th.
I think we've got a slide for that too, don't we have it? And he'll put it up. Go ahead.
Okay, and that's going to be from 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. at the St. Clair Art Association, which is located in the Riverview Plaza, right next to Ackett's Restaurant.
Thursday the 12th, 7 to 9, and it's a great location that Alice Moore was very responsible for
Absolutely.
putting
The
together.
Moores have been phenomenal supporting the arts in our community for years and years.
Oh, they have.
So this evening we're going to share what information we have, the plans we have to move forward, and also get input from the community in terms of what their vision looks like. It's also the kickoff of the Community Foundation's fundraising efforts so that all this stuff can happen in the courtyard and beyond.
Okay. You had some thank yous you want to make to the Eagle Scouts, you said?
We do. We want to offer our sincere appreciation for the Eagle Scouts because they helped us build the picnic pavilion at the China Township Park. They also helped us with 2 separate projects. They helped us with benching and fire pits on the site. And a little plug for the China Township Parks. It's a hidden gem. A lot of people haven't seen it, but it's at King Road and Bell River Road. So if you're traveling between Marine City and St. Clair, just to the north of Bell River, you'll see the site. There's parking lots, pavilions, picnic tables. And inside there's a series of hiking trails, which is really beautiful. Whether it's snowing or fall, springtime, you should get in and take a look.
You said you were out there the other day yourself in the snow.
I hiked in the snow myself, and back up inside we have a fire pit and some benches, and there's literally 1,000 or 1,200 feet along the Bell River. So it's a natural environment where you can walk along the Bell River, and we've opened that to the public. Jason spotted it, so we appreciate collaborating with all these groups. And that's the site we're hoping to do as phase 2 after we get the courtyard.
Didn't the Riverview East, Jason's second home, give you a little help too?
Absolutely, and I was actually expecting Jason to chime in on that, but Riverview East has been instrumental in helping us with many park cleanups. Right now at this point we have the beginning of public art. There's the young people have hand-painted decorative trash receptacles that we've changed to the site, and you can see those to this very day. So we're very appreciative of Riverview High students too, and Jason, and the school system.
Okay, it's to repeat the date of the meeting, because I know you two have another meeting you got to go to.
Yeah, that's right. We got to keep the ball rolling here.
Right.
So Thursday, February 12th, 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. at the St. Clair Art Association.
Any opinion, any idea? That's great.
Absolutely, absolutely. The more the better.
Okay.
Yep.
Mr. Stier, always a pleasure, sir.
And one last thank
Yep.
you, if it's possible.
Yeah, well,
I want
absolutely.
to say thank you to the China Township Board because they're involved in making all this possible too.
Okay. All right. Gentlemen, we'll have you back as we progress with this project. It's a great one for the whole community. We'll be
Thanks,
back.
Paul.
We'll be back with our next guest, which is Sara Zimmer, famous name in St. Clair, and she can talk to us about jail and bail. We're back, and there's a aforementioned young person by the name of Sara Zimmer. Welcome to the Focus Show.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You have, as I alluded to, a very famous name here in St. Clair. You're in St. Clair County. Your mother writes for the Times-Herald.
She does, yes.
Has done that for quite a number
Yes,
of years.
loves it.
Very nice lady.
Mm-hmm.
And you graduated from St. Clair High.
I did.
And you're now associated with the March of Dimes for the last year.
Yep.
How'd you get with the March of Dimes?
Well, actually, my mom.
Oh, okay.
Yep, she heard about the position through my division director. Mm-hmm. She was looking for a hard worker, and my mom said, "Are you going to pay this hard worker?"
Mothers are always that way, aren't they? They want to make sure that there's some money at the end of the rainbow.
Yeah, and Kathy said yes. I was a recent graduate from Grand Valley. I graduated in December, and I started January 4th, and so it's been a year now.
What was your degree in?
Health communications.
Okay, well, that really fits with the March of Dimes.
It does.
Wow.
It does.
That is unique. You normally don't find a fit like that.
I was very, very blessed, very lucky.
Talk to me about March of Dimes, Port Huron Division. It's been around for a couple of years.
It has been. The Port Huron Division has been in this area way back. The March of Dimes has been around for 75 years, and we have been in this community for almost all 75 years. I know a lot of people can remember the polio vaccine actually being tested in this area, and that's how the March of Dimes office got started. And so they did a lot of the testing for the polio vaccine in this area. I know my mom has the little little mark on her arm.
Right. Everybody's got tattoos now. Back then, that was the
The original
honor.
tattoo, yeah. So the sugar cube test, I know a lot of people
Yep.
have told me about that. I don't remember that, but
That's okay.
I wasn't
We'll
around for
forgive you.
that. So,
Annually, they've had a very successful fundraiser, one of
Yes.
the most amazing fundraisers the nation has seen. It started in Port Huron, I know, because I worked on it myself for a number of years. Talk to me about Jail and Bail.
So Jail and Bail is our biggest fundraising event. We take community leaders, community officials, a lot of fun people from the area, and we jail them, and then they have to raise bail. And so it started out in Port Huron. We are the home of the original Jail and Bail,
Yep.
which is a huge accomplishment.
Right.
And it started out at the original jail.
Correct.
And we've now moved to the Masonic Center because we've grown it, and it's just become a monster of a
Right,
thing, but
right.
so much fun.
A lot of logistics, a lot of coordination to make
Yes.
it happen.
Yes, that's for sure.
When is it this year?
This year, it's February 7th, and it starts out, registration starts at 9 and goes until 4. So.
You told me on the phone that you're still looking for some volunteers to be arrested.
To be arrested, we are looking for
Why would I want
prisoners.
to be arrested?
You want to be arrested because your money goes to a good cause. The funds that you raise, and we're very proud of this number, 88 cents of every dollar goes towards our mission.
Okay.
The rest of the money goes for,
Promotion.
phones and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, 88 cents, and you'd be hard pressed to find another, with that great of a number, because it's a pretty good deal.
Yep. And it goes from early in the morning till 6 o'clock at
9
night?
until 4.
9 until 4. And it's how do they get a hold of you in order to become a volunteer?
You can call me.
Okay.
My number is 810-824.
824
1286.
1286. And it was Sara Zimmer.
Sara Zimmer.
Are you encouraged to wear jail clothes?
You know what? Last year we had somebody who dressed up as Mr. and Mrs. Claus. We jailed Mr. and Mrs. Claus.
You're terrible people.
Yes, and we arrested them, and they came dressed up, and we had Primerica. They came, and they dressed up in floaties and stuff like that. So if you are getting jailed for something fun, we want to see you dressed up.
Did you have the experience of being there last year?
I was.
Oh, you were.
It was crazy. It was fun, and it went by in a blink of the eye.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a great radio show and television show. Comcast Channel 12 normally covers
Correct.
it, and WPHM.
Correct.
So they've been doing it for years and years and years and years
Yes.
years for the benefit of the March of Dimes. Have we missed anything?
I don't think so, but thank you so much.
Oh, well, and we'll have you back and keep us informed of how it's going.
All right, well,
Sara Zimmer, welcome back to the community. And it's nice to see you go away and come back and,
I
and
did.
find employment here.
that
so.
was important.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. A friend of ours by the name of Jim Adams is very involved with Special Olympics. He's going to have a polar plunge. I don't know about that. We'll have to find out about that in the end of February. We'll hear details of that in just a second. Mr. Adams, Mr. Jim Adams, not Friendly Bob. That was Friendly Bob Adams. Was 100 years ago. He used
Yep.
to be a loan company or something.
Yeah.
friendly Jim Adams is from Special Olympics
Yes, sir.
Michigan. Welcome back to Focus Set. Nice
Thanks.
to see you, sir. It's been about a year.
Yep.
You have got the official shirt on.
I do.
Polar Plunge 2015.
Yes, sir.
And it's coming up when?
On February 22nd on the Sunday.
Okay.
Yep.
It is a Sunday.
Yes, a Sunday.
And you're going to do it right here in St. Clair.
Correct.
Where
Yep.
are we going to do it?
Yeah, this will be our third year. Our friends with Mike Laporte over at the Voyager, they kind of serve as our home base for the event. We'll have our check-in and registration there, and at 1 o'clock, and then we'll find our way over to the boat harbor and start the plunge at 2 o'clock. And our goal is to hopefully put about 75 to 100 people in the water that day, and all the funds go back to benefit the athletes of Special Olympics Michigan.
Wow. That might be a challenge this year. They may have to swim across the
It's true.
water
Yes.
with the bridge being under construction.
Yes.
Maybe they'll have it down for you that day.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
make sure that you can get over to the harbor.
Yeah.
Mike does some wonderful things for many organizations, but this one he seems to like very much.
He does, yeah, and we partner in this event with the Water Warriors, which
Yes.
kind of got us started with putting the polar plunge here in St. Clair. And Mike's been a longtime supporter of that group, and it only seemed like a natural fit to have him be our, like I said, our home base, our kind of party central for the weekend there, and great folks there.
It's a fundraiser for Special Olympics.
Correct.
Why does Special Olympics need money?
Sure, yeah. For example, we in a couple weeks, first week in February, we're going to send about 1,000 athletes up to Traverse City at Grand Traverse Resort, and they're going to participate in our Winter Games. And at the Winter Games, our athletes will compete in downhill skiing, snowshoeing, snowboarding, figure skating, speed skating, and cross-country skiing. And all those athletes, get to travel up there, spend 3-4 days at one of the best resorts in the state here, and all of that is free to the athletes and to their families. They don't have any cost in
wonderful.
their ability to participate. So where we come in and the proceeds from this event go back to provide those free opportunities for people with intellectual disabilities to reach their athletic dreams. And so
that's wonderful.
Yeah, so it's important, and just with the Winter Games themselves, but that rolls into basketball, into our summer games, into our fall sports, soccer, basketball, softball, and then into our hockey season, and then we do full circle around. So our athletes can participate in up to 27 different sports across the state of Michigan. So it's a great opportunity for them.
The event up at Central Michigan, is that still in running? And
That is, yeah.
Is that a national event?
Nope, that's our state summer games, and we have about 2,500 athletes come up for that, and we'll have about another 2,500 volunteers help us pull that event together, and we pretty much take over campus. And all of our athletes will compete in their competitions for about 2 months, and then that'll roll up into a statewide competition. And we have about 20,000 athletes statewide.
20,000?
20,000. We cover every nook and cranny of this state with a piece of our program, and from all the way up at Copper Harbor up in the UP down to the southwest and southeast corners of the state, athletes have an opportunity to participate for free because people across the state are raising money for Special Olympics.
Isn't that spectacular?
Yeah.
The Polar Plunge, you brought along a slide or a video webpage here.
Yep.
And this is the form on the web.
Correct.
So you just go to Special Olympics Michigan .org or Michigan.com, and this will be the website where you can go on, you can donate, or you can register.
Right.
That kind of good stuff.
Yep, and you'll see here, if you go to this page here, if you go to plungemi.com, it'll take you right here to this page.
Look at all the plunges you've got.
Yep, yeah, this is part of the St. Clair Plunge is part of 29 plunges we do statewide. You can see the list there, and we start this weekend actually with a couple of them, but we'll run all the way through till the end of March. We do our downtown Detroit's our largest one, but we also do one on the field at the Big House in Ann Arbor there, which is kind of a fun one for any Michigan fans.
Yeah.
But also too, we'll do one in we call it the Legislative Plunge on the steps of the Capitol in Lansing, where we'll put about 40 to 50 legislators into the water. We put a pool up on the steps.
Can you
of the
leave them
Capitol.
there?
We've had people ask about that, where they could pay extra to do that. But it's a great event. And Lieutenant Governor Brian Kelly has been a huge supporter. He's always our first guy in the water every year.
He has a child in his own family that has
Correct.
special needs, and he talks about that frequently.
Right, exactly.
Very
He's
supportive.
been a huge advocate for us over the last few years, and so, but yeah, so if the event in St. Clair doesn't work on the 22nd, anyone could feel free to pick a better date and time that works better.
If Evan will roll down a little bit further, we've got a video. We can show people how cold it is.
Right, yeah.
So go ahead and run that, Evan, and we'll come back after that. Well, Jim, that looks really, really, really cold. But I noticed that you've got some great safety people there too. The fire department. And,
we do. Yeah.
Here you're going to have Wayne Passette.
Yep, yeah, at all of our sites, we have people in the water by the plunge holes there. And, it's here in St. Clair, we'll have help from the St. Clair County Dive Team, also from the Sheriff's Department. And then also we'll have some help from the fire department. They come in and usually get the hole cut for us and stand and by there. But fortunately, we've, believe it or not, we put statewide, we'll put 4,000 to 5,000 people in the water each year. And we haven't had really a single problem, maybe someone slips or something like that. But nothing serious. It's always been pretty easy. I've jumped, I'm a four-time survivor of the polar plunge myself, and it's a great, exhilarating time.
You said it actually isn't that cold because your adrenaline.
Your adrenaline run, yeah. So I always tell people, kind of the worst part is when you're at the top of the plunge hole there, and you realize that it's the point of no return. You can't back out now, and so you just got to jump in. But once you get out, everyone has different reaction. But coming back up, you always take that quick first breath, just the survival instincts. But after that, the adrenaline's running, and I've never, everyone has a different experience, but I've never felt so cold that I was just gonna pass out or anything. It was always a pretty fun experience there. And it's kind of one of those, for a lot of people, it's kind of one of those bucket list things that they've always wondered about trying to do and see if they could do it. And this provides a good, safe opportunity for them to do so. It's
February 22nd, Sunday afternoon.
Correct.
Get over to Mike Laporte's or go online to SOMI. SpecialOlympicsMichigan.org.
Correct.
And you can get all of the information.
Yeah, they can just click on the plunge icon there, and we'll get them. Feel free to get signed up and get out, raise the money. You'd be surprised how easy it is to raise money, because people are more than happy to pay to see you jump into the icy water. So it's a great way to raise money and support a great cause too.
I imagine it brings a lot of money in Lansing there with the
It does, yes.
lobbyists paying for the politicians to be drowned in the water,
Yep.
frozen in the water.
Frozen in the water, yeah.
Jim, we salute you for the wonderful work that you do for the Special Olympics community. And,
Thank you.
I know it's an honor for you to do it.
It is, certainly is.
You still need to be saluted. So.
Great, appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Appreciate it.
Jim Adams is the man from Special Olympics Michigan, and it's your invitation to get involved in the local St. Clair Polar Plunge on February the 22nd. Stop into the Voyager and get all the details, or go online to somi.org. That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Good.
Tune in again soon for another episode of Focus. Make sure to check CTV out on www.watchctv.org or like us on Facebook.